All right, y'all. I have missed y'all on lives. We're gonna go live today. Paper trading still, and my account's messed up anyway because I leaked my password on live, and they changed the password, but now the new password's not working. So, it looks good though. We are sitting at a 4 hour and 1 hour fair value gap. It's looking like we're about to close out of the fair value gap on the 1 hour, and then we can probably take some sales, but let's wait till 10 o'clock. We have 10 minutes left. Yeah, let's just wait. We have 10 minutes left. We went up into a breaker from yesterday, and I think we're going to push down to yesterday's lows today. I think that's a valid trade. We're about to inverse some of these gaps here. These 15-minute gaps. Hey, girl, I just could not trade live. It's so boring when I not trade live now. Can't be looking at the chat, but good luck today. Call your sell. I'm done on my combine. Wasn't trading my XFA today. I feel that. I'm paper trading. My account is, I showed my password on live and asked if they changed my account, even though I don't think anyone saw it, but they changed the password, but now the password's not working. Waiting for a full candle close below these fair value gaps for sales. The 15-minute. We can actually sit on the 1 hour and the 4 hour still. Because I said the 4 hour we have this big ass fair value gap, and on the 1 hour we have this fair value gap. Which you really just need that close out of it on the 1 hour. Out of this red gap here. That's it. But yeah, it's not working, which is good. I want to paper trade anyway until I get like consistent again. I didn't take a trade. I mean, I took a trade yesterday that was a bad trade, but then we finally got the move I wanted if I was waiting patiently. So yeah, working on patience, trading only the 15-minute chart for real. Or the 3. I like the 3-minute chart lately, but just, yeah, one trade a day. Waiting for it. We did sweep these highs here. But yesterday we came up and swept these 10 a.m. highs, these 9:30 highs at 10 a.m. yesterday. So I'm gonna wait in case it wants to do that today. I feel that. Bought another combine. Yeah, I thought about getting one too myself, but I'm gonna hold strong because I gotta focus on the goal of making some money. Another combine will slow that down. Unless I lose and have to buy one, I'm gonna wait. Alright, let's see. Honestly, I'm about to mark the high of the 9 a.m. candle and the low, see if we get one of those liquidity sweeps. Also, let's see on the 15-minute chart if there is a fair value gap we can tap into for like a PO3. Okay, yes, there is. Let's see if we might can come up into this gap. And see if we reverse. I've seen that happen a few times. Like, oh, we want to come up for our 4-hour power of 3, and if we want sales, we get sales. This is the point it might come up to before we go down lower. We also do have that big gap in the 15-minute chart here. It's a small gap, but let's see. We have 6 minutes till 10 o'clock, so it's a patience game. Closing out of that 4-hour gap. 1 hour gap is down here under this one. So we'll see on paper trading today. Again, if we inverse these gaps and close out of this gap, that'd be a nice one. If we want to wait and see if it goes up to this fair value gap here and sweep these 930 highs, we can get it. Does look like a nice 930 power of 3. Came up London. We got a nice reversal. Got a gap here if you want to enter there. These wicks are what's scaring me and thinking we might go up to this 15-minute gap. We already were in this gap. So we should be able to just go down from here, but who knows? Let's just wait and see. Because yesterday at 10 a.m. you got in here and it ran up, swept you out, and then came down. Back live trading. I know it's so boring without live trading. I'm sorry. I don't know. I got used to it. I did paper trading though, not live account trading. Paper trading. They're still trying to fix my Top Step account. They changed my password because when I show my password on live, so it's not working for some reason. I might go live every other day. Also, just going live, it helps you grow your TikTok account. I know, I showed my whole login and it was still working. I don't think anyone saw it though. I clicked off very fast and I had to delete the YouTube video off YouTube because obviously YouTube would have seen it. But can never be too safe with people on the internet. Alright, it was 4 minutes. My sister is texting me. And they're fixing my Top Step right now, so hopefully I'll be back. But I'm still not really confident. Like I said, I'm trying to do one shot, one kill. Also, I'm gonna make a video about it too. The 3-minute time frame is probably my new favorite. I feel like it's better entries than the 5, but less fake outs than the 1. Even kind of less fake outs than the 5 too. But I still want to enter on the 15-minute. Like I said yesterday, if you'd have waited, enter on 15-minute like I called. Obviously not for y'all, but once we inverted these fair value gaps in 15-minute, then we finally got our movement down. And then this was just a shit show. This was the top of a fair value. This was a 15-minute fair value gap from way over here. And that's why I like the 15-minute, because I wouldn't have got caught on this bullshit. Obviously, the 1-minute traders, this was a nice sweep at 9:30 to this fair value gap here. So I know a lot of 1-minute traders took that. Maybe took the one back up to the highs here. Nice little zigzag on the 1 minute, but you know me, I like to catch bigger moves. And then I realized too, when I trade on the 15-minute chart, I don't have to trade every day, which is good when you have your own money in your combine. You don't feel like you need to trade every day. You're not risking money every day. Obviously, you come sit on the charts every day, but you might not get a trade every day. And I also like that about the 15-minute chart. And then I do get a trade, it's a fat one. So let's see how we go today. I've been doing the 2-minute a lot lately. I know a lot of people like the 2-minute. I don't yet, but we'll see. I've been playing around with them. We got Tanya trades the 2 minutes. This other girl on TikTok trades the 2-minute. People do like that 2-minute. All right, we have a minute left. I don't want to get in if we get a candle close out of this gap immediately, but obviously if we don't get a candle close out of this gap, we're not getting in sales. But if we do get a candle close out of the gap, I want to wait for a low movement still afterwards. But let's see. Let us see. What you just gotta do, and also that's why I like going live paper trading too, because y'all gotta see you don't have to stop trading when you're messing up or you're scared to lose money, you should still be on the charts practicing with paper trading. Still, even if you're a beginner and you're scared to trade, you should be paper trading someone's live. Or if you want to join a Discord and you're a copy bot, paper trade in there. Like, there's no reason not to practice when there's paper trading. No need. There's no need. And even when you're profitable, so if you don't feel good, your emotions aren't good, paper trade. There's no need to risk money when you don't feel good. I mean, we did inverse this for right gap on the 15-minute, but alrighty, the new 4-hour candle is here. 10 o'clock. We are above the 8:30 opens, which you want. And then we're coming out now. We do have FOMC at 2 o'clock, so we'll see what we get. Thank you for the gift, girl. Thank you. You're so sweet and kind. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if we come up. There is a 15-minute gap here too now, so we might not even need this gap. There's a 15-minute gap that was just created by that last candle. So maybe we come out of here and we bounce from there. We're still not even out of the hour gap yet. Either. I don't like taking trades in gaps on bigger time frames. I know some people do. Key Flow Trades loves it. He just goes on the lower time frame, wait for a change in state delivery. But for me, I like to see it come out of that hour gap. Like, who knows? We can move down lower if you want. 15-minute gap to be inversed. Yeah, this one was inversed already. We got these wicks, so maybe we're coming out. Then let's go to the 3. The 3-minute, we are coming out of a gap, so maybe we can wait for a full candle close out of this red gap if you want it. And then you can take that down just to the London lows if you want it. You know what I'm saying? Do you think we're gonna go up here though? Let's see. I think we could sweep these highs. All right, nice push out. Let's see, gotta get candle close. We're above 8:30 for sales. If you want it, I added the 8:30 open on my thing again. Nice pullback from that 9:30 run. So let's see if we get a nice push to these London lows or these PM lows. And there's some lows in between if you want them. You know how to take it all the way. This candle's very incisive too, so. Alrighty, you can probably get a sell off this 3-minute candle. Yeah, I think we can get, well, yeah. Let's try it.
Order filled.
First of all, this is a 15-minute chart. I'm on. Why? I don't know. Where's the London low? Alright. In a trade. I actually have my stop loss above these 15-minute highs because I took it on the 15-minute chart. It's kind of big as fuck. I liked that 3-minute candle. However, like I said, let's see if we come up and sweep these 9:30. I don't even. The thing about Ninja Trader is so zoomed in. There's just no way. These are yesterday's lows. The London lows are like here. Watch it go up like I said it was. This is why you don't go on lower time frames too fast. Prime example. Stay on that 15 minute until, I mean, the 15 minute is bouncing out of this gap here. I actually rather just make my 15 minute big. Okay, so on the 15 minute, I have something like this, but my take profit is down here. That's a better trade. Again, I said I want to see if it comes up here to this gap in reverse, but there is a gap in here. We're bouncing off of it. I wait for an inversion of these gaps in real time, but that's a good thing about paper trading. You could just practice. But that's why I said I don't like going to the lower time frames. This is a nice bounce though out of this 3 minute gap. A lot of regular traders would take that trade, but for me, I like to wait for extra confirmation. But I mean, let's see if we get it. 3 minute and 15 minute. Let's see if we get it. Then you'll be like, journal and be like, hey, and then not journal and be like, not hey. But I mean, that's what you should do anyway. You get on the 15 minute, we're above 8:30, and then you go on your entry time frame. So that is a good entry. A bounce off a 3 minute, a gap. And I've seen a lot of people do that now. We wait for the candle close off of a gap, fully close out of it or above it, because you know, just setting your limit order in a gap these days, it can easily inverse to the other side. What stock? This is a NQ futures, not a stock, but it's QQQ futures, if that's what you trade. Stocks, but it's just MNQ futures. I think we're building liquidity for news. I think so too, actually. FOMC. So that's why I said I think we'll probably just go to London. But someone said that one day, and it did run down a good bit first. But we could be building liquidity for news. It is FOMC red folder news at 2 o'clock. So let's just see. And if we are, just take profit here. I did want to see, like I said, it sweep the highs first, but that's a good lower time frame entry, and I just want to see if it actually plays out. But for me, I would love to wait for, actually I'm going to do the 3 minute on this side, 15 minute on this side. I want to wait for a full, I would love to wait for this fair value gap to be inversed. Or this one, honestly, but probably this one because it's still a nice move to London. Like I said, still a better entry than the one if you inverse this one. What above? What's above? What do you mean above this? This is just a 15-minute fair value gap from yesterday. We swept the London highs already. It's given power of 3 a little bit, manipulation. Let's see if we distribute down. With news being tonight, just take the London low and go about your day if you want it. But yeah, let's just see. So far that it's holding a little bit. And that's the best thing about trading too. Like, you can literally practice with fake money. There's no other business model you can do that. You cannot drop ship and practice drop shipping without actually doing it. Trading, you can actually practice the same way you would do it without risking anything. That is the beautiful part about it. You can also take it to these 930, 945 lows if you want that small scalp too. But let's just see. Oh, I keep not forgetting to put my YouTube chat on. All right, nice push off the 3 minute. At 3 minutes, I'm serious. Now London lows, first 2P. which is not even, that's like, that's the one right below here. And there's a 15-minute gap right above London lows, actually, right below them to bounce off of. So I would love to invert this gap to know if we're going down. If we're going down further, it could bounce off this gap again, though. And there's a bunch of take profits you can have here. 1, 2, 3 if you want them. You don't have to wait for yesterday's lows. There's 3 there. Or if you also want to look at where the hour is going. The hour is going to London and then just these 3, if you need it. Another gap in the hour that lines up with the 15 minutes. So if we close below that, we should be going to the next one, but who knows? You could move your TP and your stop loss now for a better risk to reward. Something like this, if you want it for almost a little over 1 to 1.5. That's what you want. That's what you want. I hope we go to the second one. Let's see. Let's see if we bounce off this gap or we invert it. I mean, we're probably gonna at least hit this London low. Then we'll see how it reacts off of that. Didn't hit the London low yet. Boom. Push through it. All right, let's see if we do a little liquidity sweep or we have 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle, so that's good. You can move your stop loss to break even at this point because, like I said, if we're building liquidity for the afternoon, then that's just what it is. But good entry on the 3 minute, so 3 minute reaction. Obviously you get a better entry if you waited, just had your limit order set at the bottom of that 3 minute gap, but we were been trading at the gap, obviously, so you wouldn't have done that. You saw how we were trading at the gap. You might as well wait for a candle close out of it. Okay, it's looking like it's just sweeping liquidity of London, but we still have 2 minutes in this candle. Hopefully it doesn't go all the way back up to break even, but that's a good exit if that's what y'all wanted. That London. I thought so. Well, the password. Okay, he just emailed me about my new top step password, but yeah, it's looking like maybe that was just a London. Maybe it's a London sweep to go up to that fair value gap I talked about earlier. My entry was actually not the greatest, so it's only like 10 points, or like 10 points. That was 10 points. This probably was like 20 ticks. Like I said, if we still close below this gap here, though, we're good as well. We have 1 minute and 30. Let's wait and see. Now, like I said, this was a good target if you want to close there. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Let's wait for a full candle close. If we get candle close under this one, we're good. But I think for sure under this one, we still should get another move down. Like one more leg. What's your big candle indicator called? Power of 3. Power of 3. I know it's a fucking fantastic indicator. I used to hate it, but it's great. It's Power of 3 by, I don't know, but if you type it in, it's Higher time frame, power of 3 by 2 degrees. All right, we're about to candle close under this gap here. Still bearish 4-hour candle. Where would we go on the 4-hour? Actually, that's the real question. Okay, we did sweep the London low, so it looks like on the 4-hour we want to bounce off too. The London low is also like a CRT range, so, and that's fair. 3 minute, not looking. Like I said, I'm about to get stopped out for $0. Okay, we did get a candle close below this gap, but like I said, I want it under this gap. So
Stop filled.
break even. Oh, so my entry was actually worse. It was here. But that was still a good trade. If you took the trade from here to here, the London low, like I said, we do have FOMC in the PM. Decent trade. And that's what I said I like about the 3 minute chart. You could take like liquidity to liquidity if you want it. And then we'll see if it goes up to these highs and reverses. But that's still a decent trade. Nice move, 5 minute trade. I'm not mad at that at all. Obviously, I did not make any money. I did not take. And that's why I say too, like why I just set a take profit at the first liquidity point most of the time, because on a 15-minute chart, it could just come back and eat all your profits in 15 minutes. It could go back down. I think we could still go back down though, but FOMC is probably cooking up its thing. But also a good sweep of London. Obviously the 930 traders got the top of it, but I think we can still go lower actually too. That's why I usually don't move my stop loss to break even. Again, and also I trade mornings before FOMC, and they do still tend to run. So let's see how far we go down. But just showing you a safe way to do that if you needed a safe way to do that. And like I said, we did inverse this gap here. Told you. I feel like second time, if you want to go down, you can take profit at this one now. This one was swept. This is the new liquidity point. Let's see how far we go. Who knows? It could just keep going up. Valid trade though. We did run down a lot yesterday, so. Let's see. I'm about to get off in a second though. We did good. If you took that London low, I want to see if we're going lower. Which I think we are. I know someone was like, Tay was like, yeah, we're building liquidity for FOMC, but the markets still move how they move. They're just gonna move bigger at news. It isn't always. I feel like it rarely trades just straight sideways before news. It'll trade normal, and the news will either just come up, sweep liquidity and run lower, sweep liquidity down here and run higher. It just puts some more volatility in the market. So let's see. But if you were scared, FOMC, take that London low. Session lows are always first targets usually, but I'm going to see if we push. Which would make me right, per usual, then listening to the chat to move my stop to break even was the flop. But let's see. Exactly. Keep me around. See what I'm saying? This is why you don't move your stop to break even, honestly. You don't. Just have it tighter and go on about your day. Talking about building volatility for FOMC. Why? This is the thing. I like live trading. I have to be able to not read the chat, because I would be still in this trade. That's my problem. Because every time I listen to y'all are literally wrong, and I'm right every time. Every time. And I just cut my losses short for a safe if it did reverse from London, but once we inverse this gap, we're fucking tanking. A nice 3-minute entry is what I'm talking about. So, like I said, I like this 3-minute chart. I do. You're still holding this trade, good for you. If you saw that London, that's still valid though. Like, that is still a valid take profit, I'm not gonna lie. FOMC or not. It's a short move, but I prefer Asian and London session lows over any previous day low, in my opinion. So I'm not gonna say it's not valid, but I do think with our entry, it will give us a nice push for a 1 to 2, and we still have to invert this, but this is the 10-minute chart. I mean, we have 10 minutes left in this candle, so we don't really know. This is why you listen to yourself, not people in the chat. And or like I said, if you took that's still a good risk management decision. Move stop loss to break even at halfway point if you want it. A lot of people do that. Obviously, it stopped me out. For no loss, no gain. But I want this inverted on the 15-minute. But I've always said that the market, if you have an entry that's a little late, the market will still give you a nice 1 to 2 off your entry. So don't get greedy. Mark places you could sell at and go on about your day. Okay, we still have 8 minutes, so. To building liquidity for FOMC. Man, bye. Bye. Now, if you're scared again, take profit here. I always say that if it's trading like sideways or too slow for you, like it usually should take out the liquidity it just made. Taps you in, makes liquidity, comes up, sweeps. Came down again if you wanted it. We see the inverse gap. If not, then he might have been right. You never know. It's just always nice to let trades fully play out and not move stop loss to break even, honestly. Just set and forget. That's one of my new rules I need to be practicing. Setting and forgetting. Setting and forgetting. Obviously, if I set this one on the 15-minute, my stop loss was high as fuck, but it worked out, didn't it? Here's that second sweep for y'all. Almost, if you want it. Yeah, this is why I gotta like live trade and not look at the chat. I'm sorry, I want to interact with y'all, but part of me is like, I cannot. Cause y'all just be saying stuff in my chat on TikTok, and y'all be so wrong. It's crazy. And I'll be like, I can see that, and then I'll trade safer because of what y'all said, and then it'll be right. I'll be right. I did think about that too, though, trading just liquidity to liquidity on the 3-minute. I think it's very possible, like the 1-minute, but a little better. Not as many fake outs, good market structure, not as bad as the 5-minute because you'll get in way later. But you could take this trade up to this high and then took a reversal down to this 15-minute for value gap. And then we got a liquidity sweep up here, and then you got an inverse. Take it down to this London low. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got in here, but You know what I'm saying? Like, you can trade the 3 minute really nicely. I don't know what the fuck was going on here yesterday afternoon, but yeah, Asia was so choppy. Alright, but yeah, that's what you want. 5 minutes left. See if we get an inverse under this gap and push to this line. Let's see. And if we do, we're done. Obviously, most of us are out to trade. I'm sure y'all sold at London lows. But let's just see. That's why I don't like stops at break even. I either like, it has to be like a far run down for me to move my stop to break even. 4 minutes left in this candle on the 15-minute chart. 3-minute chart, we're pushing towards that. And no shade to Tay, but he's also not really profitable yet, so I don't know why I even listened to him. No tea, no shade. This is why. Like I said, it's still 4 minutes though, so he, like I said, it could still close way up here in reverse on us. We're still teetering this line too, so let's see what the 5 minute is doing. Just a little gappy here. There's also another TP here on the 5 minute if you want it. But yeah, we gotta take it to all of them. It is a nice 5 minute hammer candle. We're already talking about faked out, lower time frame. That's a nice hammer candle. Like we're going back up. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. It's going back up. We'll see who's right or wrong, because I could still be wrong. I'm not always right. And then we'll get off. I'm gonna go to the gym. But that 3 minute for value gap entry was nice. We're kind of reversing. It's 2.5 minutes. Like I said, you'll know in your gut what you feel like. There are days where you might wish you moved your stop loss to break even. There are times when you're not. To me, though, if you're entering fair value gap to liquidity, again, this isn't the best move. I made like what, 20 bucks? No, I was like 20 bucks up here. Probably like 30 bucks with my 1 micro. Still money, so it's like take your profit. But I'll try to at least make 150, 200. But yeah, he might have been right, y'all. No, I might have been wrong too. That's why I like to watch stuff play out. Still didn't inverse this guy. We inversed this one, but we didn't invert this one. 1 minute and 36 seconds left. We don't have a reversal yet on the 3 minute. So we're still looking bearish, but we'll have a reversal above this swing high in the drawdown. So yeah, selling at that London low was it. That's why I said you could just trade liquidity to liquidity. There are days you'll get a nice run like we did yesterday, but the liquidity was down there. London, Asian. Then we took PM yesterday. I took it to Asian, not London. So, in this day, there was nothing but London. So, valid, and boom. Okay, so yeah. Well, we haven't market structure shift yet. but it's looking like it. We need candle close above that. But yeah, it's looking like taking the trade at London lows was fine. So he was right. Good job, Tay. You was right. Taking the profit at London lows was the safe bet. But it's still a nice move. And if you had your entry right at that 3 minute for value gap, you had a nice little move there. Obviously stop loss was like here at first. So I don't mind that. We're about to get our candle close. Yeah, market structure shift. So yep, that London low was what it's at. Liquidity to liquidity. Not a bad trade though. 3 minute for value gap. Tapped in right at 10 o'clock. So you have to get in down here somewhere. Took it to the next liquidity point, which was London. You could have took it to the one made at 9:45. Decent risk how we manage a trade. So I'm about to journal this. And I'll keep live trading just like this. Keep practicing. But yeah, not mad at that. Hope y'all took that move down. And I'll come back at night when we back test tonight and see if it actually goes down to where I said it was gonna go. Cause moving now, but who's to say? Who's to say? Yeah, I'll see y'all tonight. I still think it actually could go down there. But I don't know, it's just doing its thing. But who knows? We'll come back at 8 o'clock tonight and I'll let y'all know obviously how far it goes down. You don't have to watch it. We took our trade. Decent trade. See y'all tonight.